What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Welcome to PropsMadeEasy.com, baby. Um, another solid night last night. The only pick that really missed was Paul George, PRA. And he almost got there, man. It sucks when your sweep is a little bit away from hitting, man. So it's always tough. But yeah, De'Aaron Fox ended up hitting. What was the other one? Tyler Harrow ended up hitting. It was a great day, and all the other picks. Like there was other value plays that popped later on in the day that hit and had an. I mean, it was a big night again. Everybody in the group chat was talking. A bunch of screenshots once again. So I just love it, man. I love seeing PropsMadeEasy.com. If you play player props and you're not utilizing the tools at PropsMadeEasy.com, you're just letting yourself down at the end of the day. It is what it is. And you get the chat group and you get a social media where you're gaining followers. You're fucking talking to other people and trying to do the same thing as you, win props. And that's where this whole thing is so amazing. Is like it is successful and it fucking will help you win money while at the same time having like your own social platform where it's not toxic, it's nothing but good vibes, and people just trying to help each other. So let's go ahead and get into the picks for today. So what I'm liking so far for today is open this on up. All right. So, once again, you guys already know that the tool loves some James Wiseman, and for good reason. Detroit is incredibly thin, okay? Against a team like Denver, they're going to need guys with some size to play heavy minutes against Jokic. The only thing that holds Wiseman away from hitting this points and rebounds at only 22 and a half is foul trouble maybe against Jokic. You know what I mean? Other than that, Wiseman is a 2.09 differential. We have him projected at 24 and a half. Fantastic spot for him. Vegas has the over 22 and a half for points and rebounds for Wiseman, and we have him projected at 24 and a half. That's a 2.09 differential. Really like James Wiseman here in this one. A lot of people might avoid this situation because they feel like, oh, the matchup's real tough or whatever, but this prop line's a little too low here for a guy with all these guys missing in Detroit. Such a high usage rate. Dude's just an amazing rebounder. He can score well as well. And against Denver, he's going to have to play heavy minutes to match up size wise. So definitely expecting James Wiseman to hit on this one. I'm interested in the other side as well. I want to run this back on the other end of this game with Jokic. Jokic at 22 and a half points seems way too low against a beat up Detroit team who struggles against bigs. Vegas likes the over at minus 135. I feel like this will eventually move up to 23, 23 and a half. His points has been higher than this. 9 of his last 10 closing lines. Okay, so by the end of the day, his line has ended at higher than 22 and a half in 9 of his last 10 games. We have him projected at 23.7, almost 24 pretty much. Love the over here. 1.28 differential. We agree fully with where Vegas is leaning so far in the day today with Jokic and running back that same game. So we got James Wiseman points and rebounds over 22 and a half and running it back on the other end with Jokic points 22 and a half over. We're going with both 22 and a halves. That's a good sign. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're rolling over both 22 and a halves. At the end of the day, it's the usage rate that we're going to see out of Wiseman here in this one. It's the necessity for his size to be utilized heavily here for Detroit, so he's going to play good minutes. It's just a great spot for him, and I really see him hitting the over. And then Jokic, there's just nobody on Detroit who can stop him. They can try to match up with Wiseman, but there's nobody who can stop him at all. He should be able to absolutely feast, and 22 and a half seems way too low. Vegas also agrees as well. So we're going to go over on those two. Thank you guys for joining me as always. PropsMadeEasy.com. Go grab your subscription if you haven't already. We've had like a huge week. Today's Thursday. I haven't had a losing week with player props this entire week so far. You know what I mean? And all I do is come on and use the tool to make my decisions. I don't do any outside research. I don't need to anymore because it's right here. Like, but I don't recommend everybody always do that. I just have faith in this. There's been years that went into this tool, so I just have faith in it. So I recommend you utilize it as another form of content that you use and kind of match it up. If other places you're looking are also on the over, obviously you feel great on it. You know what I mean? Or you can utilize the tool as is and have faith in it. So at the end of the day, we built the tools to be extremely as accurate as you possibly can be in sports betting. Um, but yet super simple. Like immediately you know what the best options are. Like if you did a long time of research, you would eventually land on Wiseman being incredible value at 22 and a half. But instead, you can open up ProSmateEasy.com and immediately see he's the best value on the slate right now. Best value when it comes to the points, rebounds, assists, PRA, points and rebounds, points, assists, rebounds, assists. The best value we have is Wiseman. Yes, there's steals and blocks and three pointers and free throws made. I don't get involved in those type of stats just because in those type of columns just because you're really starting to push it there with gambling. You really want to bet on the things that you can kind of predict a little bit easier, in my opinion. I've just never really liked betting on those others. I mean, obviously, if the people want it, we'll find a way to get it, but um, I've never really liked betting on those things. I like to focus on these main categories. They in the long run they tend to be more successful betting on these. All right, so yeah, James Wiseman's the best value of the day at points and rebounds. Let's get it, Wiseman. Don't let us down. At the end of the day, all we can do is put the best players with the best information, the best data behind them in our props, and then just hope they go out and do what they're expected to do, man. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get this money again, man. It almost swept it yesterday. Let's do it again. Let's have another amazing day. Peace out.